Okay, hello everybody and welcome to this free edition 4th of July bike paint class. I am super excited to be painting with you, and normally I've got my husband behind the camera, but you know what, he had to step out and I knew I was going to do this, so bear with me because I am painting way low like this. But this is a great opportunity if you wanted to see what it's like to do my paint classes on Patreon, and also such a fun little flair to have to your 4th of July decor. So just to introduce myself, my name is Timree. Welcome to my Patreon, and I am totally self-taught, never had an art lesson before, and I teach you exactly how I think and how I paint. I've been known to be one of the top 10 art classes to take in the United States, and now I am teaching you usually live on my Patreon, but the best thing about my classes is that they are all archived so you can view at your convenience. It is great for ages 6 to 99 and so fun to do with your friends and family at home. When you sign up for my Patreon, you get my exclusive shopping list, so that way you have all the different supplies of what you need to paint with me. But today, it doesn't matter what you have. You can even use markers and crayons, whatever paint you have at home, to go ahead and do this darling 4th of July bike with me. So anyway, I just want to say a big thank you for viewing this, and let's go ahead and get started. So I have my water, which, P.S., where is it? Oh, it's over here. Let me grab it. Make sure you always have water, a plate, whatever you're going to be painting on. It will definitely get dirty. And I always like to start with 4 brushes as well. But when I start my classes, I'll do an intro as well as what paints you need to use for the day. So just remember, if you're doing one of my other classes, you're always welcome to do whatever style or whatever paint colors you want. So if you're more of a pink person or turquoise person, you do you. But today, we are 4th of July, so we're definitely red, white, and blue. Okay, so let's go ahead and also, if you see me looking this way, that's because I can see myself on camera. Normally I have my husband here, but you know, we're all just doing the best we can, and I wanted to get this class for you. So let's go ahead and get our white. I always like to start with 2 whites, and I'm going to go ahead and sit up straight here, and I'm going to go put 2 whites on here. Now we use a lot of white in my class, so I always like to use 2 whites. So when purchasing supplies, I always recommend getting an extra white because you will run out of it. And I like to be chunky with my paint sometimes, so you always want to have enough paint. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of light blue. If you don't have light blue, no big deal. You can always use dark blue and mix it with white. There's your light blue. Okay. Now I like to use 2 reds. I have a dark red and a light red. So here's the dark red, just a little bit of that. And then I call this orangey red because it kind of has an orangey tint to it. So I'll go ahead and put that here. So I apologize in advance if there's any technical difficulties during this video because I'm videoing it myself. From my kitchen table. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of pretty yellow. That's what I call it. It's really called cadmium yellow, medium hue. But we'll go a little bit of that, a little yellow. Now we need to put a little green. Again, any green will do. I need a little brown. Just a little bit. And I always say it's like, don't put too much paint on your palette because you don't want to waste it. This is liquid gold these days. So let's go ahead and put a little black for our wheels and the ground. And then I call this ugly mustard, but it is called yellow oxide. Little yellow oxide, and I feel like I'm missing I'm missing a very important color, the blue, to red, white, and blue. Okay. Now I'm realizing that I have a 30-second delay on my video. So if you missed the intro, that's because I started too early and I should have paused and then started talking. But whatever, it's okay. Okay, here we go. Everyone, I like to start with 4 brushes. I'm going to go ahead and get that. And I also should have gotten clean water for you to start this, but I don't, and that's okay. So I like to start with 4 brushes. The first brush I like to start with is my largest brush. This is called your fatty. Your next brush is a little bit smaller, your medium brush. Skip a brush, find your littlest brush. That's your baby. And then you have a brush that's in between your baby and your medium, and we call that the tween. Please grab your tween, tappy tappy water, and do a little puddle next to one of your whites, doesn't matter which one. Now, of course, I should have clean water here, but I don't. So, don't judge. Don't judge. So I'm going to tap and puddle to do a big puddle the size of a quarter. Maybe I have dirty water just so you can actually see the puddle on my plate. Okay? Then you're going to grab a chunk of white and zhuzh your puddle. Now, since I pre-recorded this, and even if you are doing it live with me, I know that I go a little bit fast. But that is the true Timree technique, which soon you'll be right there with me. So always feel free to pause if you need to do so. So if you're painting with me, go ahead and pause anytime you'd like. Okay. So I'm going to take a little chunk of white, zhuzh in my puddle to get a watery white situation. A watery white situation. So I know that it takes a second for you to get that going. And just take a deep breath. Whew. Okay, let's do this. So, pause me if you need to get all your paint on your plate and you still have that going. Otherwise, let's just grab the tiniest corner of black. Okay, it's like, oops, black's on my brush. Zhuzh in my puddle to get the color of light gray. It's like, pretend like you are using a pencil and you're barely touching it. You know, like barely touching it on the paper. On the paper. Okay. Again, trying to sit up straight here, but realizing if I do that, then I'm totally off camera. Okay. So if this is your first time viewing this with me, normally I'm not scrunched down like this, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay, here we go. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to put a dot right here. Now let me just remind you, okay? Could have picked an easier painting for the free painting? Probably. But this is probably one of my most well-known 4th of July paintings, and so I just went with the one that everyone loves. And that's why I did it. Let's go ahead and cut this in half. Cut this in half. Okay? Do it. Once you've done that, my darlings, you're going to go ahead between here and here, cut that in half. Here and here, cut that in half. Okay? And you're like, interesting. Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. Then, I'm going to go like this. Just going to bring it over just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay? And then just take this one over here and just kind of do an X on it. It's like, I don't want to get confused, so I'm going to go ahead and do an X on these so I don't get confused. Okay? Now when you're ready, okay, it's time to do your circles of your wheels. This is where you'll find out, you're like, wow, I didn't know drawing the circles could be so difficult. But you got this. You got this, okay? So all you're going to do is this. Look at around this dot. I want you to go ahead and draw a circle. You're going to notice, like, just make your circle around like that, okay? These are your bike circles, or your wheels, okay? You're going to find out, like, maybe it's a little flat, okay? Pump it up. Pump it up. Just like that. You're okay. You can do this. Okay, so you can adjust it. Pause me if you need to. Pause me if you need to. And get your circles on right. Okay? Some of you might have mini bikes. Some of you might have some big bikes. Whatever, it's going to be fine. At the end of the day, it's just for fun. Okay? Now we're going to go ahead and right here, let's do another dot. Okay? And when you're ready, you're going to go like this. Bring it around. Tap a little water and bring it around. I'm doing mine darker so y'all can see it better on camera. Okay? Better on camera. Great. Then we're going to go like this. Okay? Here's our little dot. Here's our little dot. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring it up. Okay? We're going to notice it has a slight diagonal to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring it down. You're like, okay. Okay. Pause me. Pause me if you need to. Coming over here, I'm going to go ahead right here from the middle, and I'm going to go ahead and bring it up and have a slight little thing like this. I'm going to bring it up, have a slight little thing like that. Okay? Reminding you that it's going to be okay. Okay? And then I'm going to go like this. I'm going to attach it. 1, 2. And notice how I paint. I hold my brush way back here. And I'm just like this. Boom. 1, boom, 2. I don't go like this. Oh, I'm painting. I'm so nervous. This is a free tutorial, and you know, I'm just, wow, she goes so fast. Confidence. Confidence. You'll get there. You'll get there. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to go like this. Okay? I'm going to go like this. Just like a tiny little hook. It's like, oh, candy cane. Okay. Oh, candy cane. And it's like this. Confidence, and I want you to go this fast. Up and down and up and down. And you're like, oh, wow. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Okay? And then you're going to go like this. Smile. Bring it down, like that. Boom, it's basket. Okay, boom. Tap a little water, shush. Okay, now we're gonna do our seat. Technically, my seat maybe should have moved back here a little bit. It's fine. All I want you to do is I just kind of do a line like this. And bring it around. I'm like, oh. That looks good. Okay? Okay. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. And then you'll know that you just have to, you know, when the time comes, we'll put in the, you know, this part of your bike. Those 2 rainbows. Those are like your 2 rainbows. Okay? Hoping that this is filming okay. Normally I try not to watch myself on the camera because you're like, do I really look like that when I talk? But, you know, it's okay. Okay, let's go ahead right here and we're going to bring this up. And you're like, ah, that's a flag. God bless America. Okay, you're like, ah, just make that look so easy. That's because then you just got to be confident. You hold your brush and you're like, okay, and boom. And I'm going to do a rectangle and I'm going to draw that. Basic shapes. Basic shapes, my darling. Deep breath. Tap a little water. Hold your brush way back here and just hold it. Sometimes I know it could be kind of uncomfortable, right? But I'll tap a little water, make a good puddle, like watery, pretty watery, and I'm just going to go like this. Do you see how fast that was? Okay? It's not a perfect straight line. Maybe we're off-roading a little bit. Who knows where this park is that we are at? It's okay. And then finally, my loves, we're going to come up here, kind of like about here above my handlebars. I'll draw like a little line here, little line here. It's like, here's my banner, happy 4th. Now, if that's freaking you out and you're like, I don't really want to do the writing, I just kind of maybe want balloons. Great. You don't have to do the writing. But you know what? It's also a great opportunity to kind of try it out, you know, and I'll show you how, if you do make a mistake in your lettering, how to wipe it off. Because, and especially like if you're younger, and honestly, it doesn't matter if you're 6 years old or 40 years old, okay? I know that writing with a paintbrush is not always the easiest thing. But what I do know is that, well, especially for the kids, your handwriting is probably the cutest thing that your parents have ever seen. I know it doesn't matter what my son does. If he writes something, so cute. So no need to have an adult write something for you. And adults, if you're painting the sign, let's pretend like it's like, you know, it's a hand-painted sign. So it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? And we're taking a deep breath. We're all taking a deep breath. I do this a lot in my classes because I know how important it is. I do it for myself too. So if you just kind of sit up straight, take a deep breath, put your brush in your water, grab your fatty brush, and we're going to grab our fatty, tap of water, and zhuzh the white. Push and move it. Push and move it. I'm going to tap a little bit more water and zhuzh the white. And I kind of want a watery white situation again. I've got big chunk. Big chunk. Okay? Kind of loop it around. Then I'm going to grab a chunk of that light blue. Okay? Chunk, chunk. Chunk, chunk. Now, darlings, I do not mix it on my palette. I just chunk it. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to paint the background in. Okay? And are you going to paint over your bike? Yeah, you are. Okay? And you're going to let that go. And you're like, oh no, I just spent so much time doing my bike. Well, guess what? You're going to be able to kind of see it through and you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe it off. Okay? And you're going to notice you're going to have white moments and blue moments, and that's what you want. Okay, that's what makes it artsy. And notice when I paint, it's just like do, 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 do. Okay? We don't paint like this. And again, adding more water. Adding more water. Okay? We don't paint like this. Okay. Painting. If you do paint like that, great. You do you. Okay? But you'll just need to pause me. So if you want to paint like that, then pause me. For me, I don't have that much patience. So if you really want to learn the true Timree technique, then let it go and paint like this. Okay? And you're like, I'm going around the basket, and I'm just going to go around my bike, tap a little water. Okay? Oh, look, I'm painting over my bike. And I just painted over the wheels. What I'm not going to paint over is this situation. My basket and my flag. Okay? And clearly the sign. But what you can do is that you can still see my bike through there. Okay? You can still see it. So it's always tapping a little water. If you paint over your seat, no big deal. And if you're like, wait, my sky is like gray. Well, then maybe it's like early in the morning. Like you got to the parade really early, okay? And it's like, you know, that kind of like foggy mist, you know? We're like, yes, I got the best seat because my mom made me get up so early. So think of it as a bonus. You have a little gray in there. It's a little cloudy. The sun's going to come out later. And if it's really bugging you, just add a little bit more white and blue. But I always kind of find there's a reason why something happens. There's a reason why something happens. Whew! And you're taking a deep breath. And you're taking a deep breath. Okay? So pause me if you're still working on your background. Okay? Because I want you to love it. And you'll have white moments and blue moments, and that's what you want. Okay? Now, darlings, I am not going to wash my brush. Okay? You still got this fatty brush, just like so. Okay? And I'm going to go like this. I look so... trying to go like this. Okay. So, I'm going to take my fatty brush. I got so much water in here. Hold on. And I'm going to go like this. Flat, flat with my fatty. Zhuzh it. Flat, flat. Turn it over. Flat, flat. Okay? Now I'm going to bring it up skinny position. Your brush could go two ways. And we do this a lot with the Timree technique. Okay? So your brush can go skinny. And your brush can go fatty. See that? We don't really want a fatty position. We're just going to take our little skinny and go like this. And watch how fast I do it. Okay? This is what I really want you to do at home. I want you to take your brush, skinny position, and I want you to go this fast. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, like this. Here we go. 1, 2, sure, 3. That's it. And then it's going to blend into your blue, and you're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And then I'm going to grab more skinny position, a little bit of, flat a little chocolate. Bring it up. 1, 2. Sure, that's it. That might turn into a light mushroom brown. And you know what? It's perfect. It's perfect. And then you're going to go ahead and washy. Washy good. Gosh, I feel like I need a necklace on. I have my earrings on, but maybe I should put this as like a scarf or something. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to keep our fatty brush, my lovies, and zhuzh the dark green. Scoot over here. Zhuzh the dark green. Push and move it. Grab a chunk of that pretty yellow. Chunk. I just got paint all over my chin because I'm so low to the canvas. Okay, so I take a chunk of green and a chunk of pretty yellow, and I'm just going to take it and I'm going to push, and watch how I do it. Okay, grab a little bit more yellow. This is where, if you're a perfectionist, those days are gone. Okay, those days are gone. It's time to let go, and you're going to find out that when you do let go, gosh, it's going to look good. Okay, I'm going to take it and wipe it off. And just like this. Push it, get it, push it, do. I'm going to push it just like this, do. There we got a little pretty yellow. Push. Chunk. Look it, I'm not caring about my line because it doesn't matter. I'm going to put black over it anyway. Okay? And then look it, I got leftovers. And I'm going to go like this. Okay. Push. Do. Go get it. Little green, little yellow, little white. Little green, little yellow. Chunk. I'm gonna push it like this. Done. Okay? Now you might be like, well, that doesn't look very good. Okay? Like, look at that. It looks like not super green. Okay? Well, what you have to do is, first, you look at it and you're like, okay, I'm going to give it a little bit more dark green. So now I'm going to take, I'm not washing my brush. Now I'm going to take a little dark green. Okay? This time, I'm going to get a little crazy. I'll grab a little bit black. So if you're still working on your green right here, pause me. Otherwise, you should have just gone for it. And then you're going to grab a little bit more. This is where you can be a little bit more conscious of where you're pushing. And just go like this. Push it here. A little green. Oh, just a little darker. A little green, a little black. Look at, oh, push it. A little darker. Just like so. And that's how we're going to paint. A little bit more up here. Okay? Take a deep breath. Okay, my lovies, let's go ahead and grab our medium brush, tap a little water, and zhuzh the white. I'm going to zhuzh the white. I'm going to grab a big chunk of it. Okay? So pause me if you're still working on your trees. Otherwise, grab your white. Clean white, because we're going to do our sign. So I'm going to grab my white, wipe it off, and go ahead and fill it in. Now you want to go over your drawing lines. This is the real deal. Now you might be like, I just kind of pulled in some of the green. First of all, can you even tell that I pulled in the green? No, you can't on camera, but I did. And this is where you have to take a deep breath and say, you know what? Everything looks better from a distance. You can't even tell. So don't sweat the small stuff of having a little bit of green in your sign from your tree. Okay? When you look at it from afar, you're like, didn't even notice. Okay? So let it go. So just let it go. Okay? You're okay. You're okay. And then, okay, I'll let you fill that in. Oops, look, I got a little blue in it. Okay, well now I really got green in it. Hold on. Oops. Okay, so now you are not going to wash your brush. Okay, now if you feel like, you're right, she really does go fast. Okay, well, one of the reasons for the Timree technique is that you do not want your paint to dry sometimes. So I don't want my white to dry because I'm going to go move into a shadow where it's kind of outlined, and you're going to see how the black is going to kind of go into the white. So I'm not going to wash my brush. I'm going to go ahead and flat, just a little bit of black. See that? It's going to almost turn gray just when I start doing it. Now in my skinny position of my brush, I'm going to go like this. Cut, flat, a little bit more black, and then I'm going to go ahead and flat, a little bit more black, and do my little outline. Look at where I'm holding this. Now, if you feel like, oh, that stresses me out, you are more than welcome to use your baby brush. I just like to use this brush because, well, you find that, am I too lazy to pick up the baby brush and take the time? Maybe. Or maybe it's not a matter of lazy. Maybe it's a matter of skill. I don't know. Okay, but don't wash your brush. Tap a little water. You should have that done by now. And let's keep it like this. I just tapped water. I'm going to grab more black and more white. When you're ready, wipe it off. And let's go ahead and do this. This is where you'll notice you'll make that clean edge. Okay, you make that clean edge. Just like that. Now we're going to go back after the class and add, see how there's like darker moments right there? We're going to go back and add that dark right there. Okay. Taking a deep breath. Washy, washy. Washy good. Okay. All right, my loves. Let's go ahead and grab our tween brush. Now, I'm going to be doing the bike. If you feel like you want to use your baby at any time, you're welcome to. But I find that the tween is going to hold more paint, so that's why I'm going to do it. That's why I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and judge the orangey red or the dark red, doesn't matter. Maybe do a combo. Just a little orangey red. Sure, I'll grab a little dark red too. Okay, and I'm going to start with this guy here. Going over my drawing lines. Okay. Now, do you see how I can still see my bike through it? Okay, so that's going to guide me. If you can't see your bike through it, this is a great starting point. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead right here and put in my rainbows. Like that. Another one here. I'm using the fatty position. Now, if you are, you know, it truly doesn't matter, again, like I said, if you are 6 years old or 60 years old, because I definitely have 50% kids and 50% adults who paint with me. I just want to remind you, just don't get frustrated if it's just a little bit off and the rainbows are off, okay? I say this in my classes. You know, it's like, maybe that's your own cute little style. Okay, so like if your bike looks a little off, I mean, have you seen Picasso's paintings and Monet's? They're all over the place. And you know what? They are special to them and they're fabulous. Okay? So if this is one of your beginning pieces, like this is what's special to you, and it doesn't matter, everyone's gonna love it. Just the fact that you're even doing it is awesome, okay? So let's go ahead and grab our red, and let's go ahead and we're gonna put this to the point here, and then we're gonna put this to the end here, okay? Come over here, let's put that dot right here in the middle where it was. I'm gonna bring it up and kind of over a little bit. This is where you can also guide your bike too if you maybe made a boo-boo earlier and you kind of wanted to configure it. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and do my two little things here. I think technically this is a boy bike because it goes like this, but that's okay. It looks cutest on our way like this. Okay, then you know what I'm gonna do? Some of you might have painted over this already, but I'm gonna just take my red and just go for it and just put those lines. Two. Just remember that maybe it's windy outside and your flag's like waving. So that's why my lines don't really line up. Whew. And then I'm going to show you another Timree technique, which is great, okay? So if you are painting this kind of at my speed, number one, that's awesome. But you'll notice that this is still very wet, okay? Well, I've got some balloons that I need to blow up and I put on there. Could I wait for it to dry and put it on there? Sure. But why? Because let's just do it. So what you do is you take your brush, grab a big chunk of red, dark red, light red. Okay, and look, I'm pretty chunky. Pretty chunkalicious. Now the key is that when you put your paint on your brush, when you put your paint on your canvas and it is still wet, you're going to hold your brush way back here, or at least this is what I do, okay? And you want to barely touch your canvas. I like to say it's like if you're frosting a cake, let's pretend you have a big red frosted cake, and then you need to put white frosting over it. You're going to barely frost it because you don't want the red to get into your white. So I'm going to take it, freestyling, barely frost it, grabbing more red, chunk it. Look at that. And you're like, whoa, okay. A little bit more red, chunkalicious, okay? Put another one back here. Look at, oh, I'm going over the sign, that's crazy. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Now remember, let's pretend you get green in it. Then it's a shadow. Okay, sometimes you'll get a little darker moments in there. Boom, there's your shadow. Okay, it just happened like that. Wash, wash it. Wash it, wash it. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to zhuzh the black. Zhuzh the black. And go ahead and put the rest of your tire in. Now I'm realizing that it's 10 o'clock, which is when this is supposed to go live, and I'm not quite sure if it's actually on there or not. So I'm just praying. I'm just praying that it's on there. Okay, so there's your black. You can always go back with the black. Okay. Don't wash your brush. Now I'm all worried. Don't wash your brush. Grab a little bit more black, corner white, and then I'm going to flip it up. I'm going to go like this, look it up and down, Okay? I'm actually going to put my brush in the water. I'm going to text this person, my friend Michelle, to see if she sees me on. Do you see me on there? I'm recording now. Just doing the best I can. Just doing the best I can. She's writing back. Okay. I super apologize for those of you who are going to go live with me at 10. Something came up and I was not able to do it because I'm here by myself and I don't really know what I'm doing, so I want to prepare myself. It started halfway and the bike is almost done. What? Am I on there now? Let's see, can you rewind? You know, can you rewind? Hope so. Hope so. Okay, let's go ahead and washy. Say a little prayer that this is going to work. And I so apologize if it doesn't. And I so apologize if it doesn't. So let's go ahead and take your tween and zhuzhi the ugly mustard. And we're going to take our ugly mustard and we're going to go ahead and fill in our bike. So let's actually just corner a little white. Now I'm all thrown off. And I'm going to take that ugly mustard a little white and I'm going to pull it right here. And I'm going to go like this. Don't think so. It doesn't look like you can rewind this. I'm not painting, just logged in to see it and saw comments. Well, great. Everybody, I am so sorry. I am ugly mustard, a little white. Let's go ahead and fill this in. Let's go. Let me go into my Patreon and see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. Okay. Wow. Here we go. So sorry, I'm just gonna look in my comments. Yep. Everybody just trying to do the best that I can. Taking a deep breath. 8 comments. Wasn't this supposed to start at 10? Did I miss something? Donna, yes. I'm not understanding. How do I start from the beginning? I think we need to wait until it is over so we can watch the rerun. The live video didn't show up until 10, but you were already halfway through the painting. We can't rewind until you are completely done. Donna, I'm so sorry. Okay. Well, I'm going to get down with this really fast, and I'm almost done. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a little brown. And go ahead and do this. And I'm going to zhuzhi a little bit more chocolate. Guys, I'm so sorry. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this to like almost like little V's. Okay. And then I'm going to washy. I feel horrible and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's grab our tween, zhuzh a little blue, dark blue. Let's go ahead and put in this part here. Okay. Everybody, I have to apologize because now I'm all thrown off. I thought this was working out nicely and it's not. And so I'm just going to take a deep breath. Okay. We're actually going to go ahead and put our brush in the water. And we're going to grab our baby brush. So sorry, Donna. So sorry. Okay, I'm going to grab my baby brush. And I'm going to zhuzh a little black and a little white. I like it kind of watery-ish. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of bring it out. Bring it out like that. Just quickly. And don't worry about these being perfect, okay? Because these are actually going to be covered with decorations anyway. You guys, I got up at 4:30 this morning. Nobody knows like the behind the scenes here. I got up at 4:30, couldn't go back to sleep, and then it was 5 in the morning, and I was all getting ready for prepping this. My husband's walking me through this from Las Vegas, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay. And then you're going to take a little bit more black than that white, and we're just going to pull down that part. And then we're all breathing. Okay? Okay. And I'm going to take a little leftover with a little bit more black. And I'm going to go ahead and do kind of like a little smile here. Bring it down like that. Wow, that's a big petal. Maybe don't do it so big. If you ever find like something's a little too big, you can just grab a little white, make a little highlight, and you can kind of trim it down a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our tween brush. It's just a little dark blue. Okay, so we put this in. Now we're going to come over here, and we're just going to, I'm going to take this and corner a little white. And it's going to push, push, push like this. Look at it. Push, push, push. Okay, maybe a little here. Grab a little bit more. Look at it. Just push it around it. Just see almost like I'm hooking it around like a letter C. And then I'll kind of go in between. Hooking it around like a letter C. Go in between. Maybe those are like some little cheap Hawaiian lays that we bought. We're going to decorate. How clever of us. Then we're going to go ahead and just kind of like push, 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 push. A little bit more blue, a little bit more white. Like a push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. Okay. Grabbing more blue, more white. Remember, I'm Chunkalicious. Let's go ahead and do our other balloon. Like so. Okay. Again, grabbing so much paint. I'll do this one up here. Oh, look, I'm going over the side. Okay. I'm going to grab more blue. Do these little things here. I actually thought that if I pre-recorded it, you can rewind, but learn something every day, everybody. Okay, you learn something every day. Let's go ahead and grab our baby brush. And let's go ahead and grab a little white. Now my white is coming out, or not coming out, I'm running out. So I'll just take my hand like this and then I'll find some. So grab a little white. I'll just kind of tap, 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 tap. Little stars. Grab some more white. I'm just going to kind of like, oh, look, that looks yellow. You guys, I have some, I'm doing a, right here's some white. We're just going to kind of like go around here. Tonight I am taking over cut from the cloth. It's a super cute denim line. They sell it at Nordstrom's. And so I'm wearing their jeans right now. And guess they're my new paint jeans because I just got paint all over them. But sometimes I'm like, you know what? I would rather my favorite jeans be paint jeans because I literally wear them every day. It's always hard to put your first thing. Okay. I'll grab some more whites. You can kind of do like some more little white moments, decorations. You could even put like a little sparkler up there. We'll do those later. But I am going to take the white I need new paint so badly. And do little highlights like this. Down, smile. Down, smile. Down, smile. Down, dot. Down, dot. For that little highlight. Those little things are important. You can have like streamer. Okay. Oh, let's grab a little bit more white and let's put little dots on this part too. So all these times, like these are like really kind of detail oriented. I'll grab more white and put a little white loop here. So I know that this takes time, you know? So you might like look at your painting and be like, okay, I need to put white here, white on my wheels, white highlights. So you kind of do all your little white highlights and then pause me if you want to. I might put a little white confetti on the floor because why not? Okay, watch it. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of red, orangey red with my baby. Let's put a little red in here because we got our little crepe paper. Again, if you find that your canvas is so wet, you're like, it's so wet, it's so frustrating, okay? Look at, I'm using so much, it's like almost like the paint is just touching it. Okay, look at where I hold my brush. Again, everything looks better from a distance. A little red here. Then take your red. Look at where I'm holding my brush. Okay? It's like, come on, little stars, maybe a little. You can even do like a little squiggle, little confetti. Why not? Oh, we need a little red down here. Getting down to the end. I guess these will be my 4th of July pants, paint pants, because my paint's all red, white, and blue. Okay, let's go ahead and write. Now you can use your tween brush or your baby brush. I feel like you might have more control using your baby brush, so I'm going to use my baby. And you can write whatever you want. Maybe you don't want to do a lot of the writing, so you just write USA. Huh? Because if you write God bless America, that's going to turn into perhaps a disaster. So just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Okay? So I'm going to write happy. And remember, it's supposed to look like a hand-painted sign, so you don't have to do your cursive and calligraphy. Happy 4th. Okay, I do my 4s different. Sometimes I do my 4s like that, and sometimes I do them like that. I don't know. And then you don't forget your exclamation point. And then you'll take your blue, blah, blah, blah. Okay, my darlings. You can also decorate. Maybe I'll put a little white stripe there. I don't know. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for your patience. And if you logged in and I was halfway through the painting, I'm so sorry for that. And second of all, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to paint with me and also just taking the time for yourself. I feel like art is such a great way to just have some me time. So thanks for sharing that with me. Also, the best thing to do, and if you had a great time, the best compliment, especially for small businesses like me, is to share it with all your friends, tell them, and tag me at Timree and put it on all your social media. First of all, you should be so proud of yourself, and second of all, it does truly mean so much to me. All right, everybody, a big happy 4th of July, and I can't wait to see your paintings, and you might just see them on my Instagram too. All right, everybody, bye!